let's see. I'm cackling because I'm seething. Let's see if we have a stable internet connection. I moved the computer. I have cable management hell going on. Let's and I'm like, how can we? We're like trying to make sewing great on Rumble, and we can't even run a successful live show. This is, I was like, 3 Saturdays in a row. This is unacceptable. We are running this show if it causes us to use lots of foul language and who knows what else. Let me see. Does it show that we're? I see we're live. Let me. Do I dare open up another tab to find ourselves? Ay ay ay. Only an hour behind, and we've done. But let's. There we go. I bet I should delete some of those crappy ones. Okay, we're live. It looks like we have a show. Keep it that way. I have my power cord underneath my feet. This is not optimal or ideal cord management, but we have to work through this instruction book and let's sew a square. We're gonna cut a square and then we're gonna sew a mesh. And we are gonna try not to be super. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, this. I don't even know if I can move the bench in because the surge protector is one side, charger's over there. If this is how the computer's gonna sit, then we need to make some adjustments before tomorrow. But I was so mad. We are running this show, darn it. Wow, my stitches are very angry. Oh, yeah. All right, let's take a second, regroup, sit up straight, put a smile on our face through all of this interestingness. This is what keeps that strong from, like, we are going to do this. We will make this happen. Is important to us. It's important that we show up to carry on sewing and to just go through these old instruction manuals that somebody needs to bring this information to a new current age, and by darn it, we are doing it. The camera's on one side of me and the monitor is on the other. Going back now, I need to look at the camera right now. Well, all that, I'm going to give myself positional vertigo. I'm not careful here. And I really appreciate everyone who keeps coming back and sticking around through all this shit. You are the true winners, and I really appreciate each and every one of you because these are not ideal working conditions. We're a little fuzzy. Let me see if I can just marginally improve the camera. All right, the internet working. All right, where's my? I threw it somewhere because I didn't hear rage. Probably. There. Okay. There we go. That Siemens star So much better. Okay. Just have to make sure that the camera is focused on my ear. Discombobulated, but we're here, darn it all. We're sewing a square, so I can cut out a square and we can practice doing our back and forths, and we'll eat cross whatever from the book from the last time that we managed to be here quasi successfully. So I've sewn my 3 passes. One more along the square. Then we're going to cut it out. We're going to do satin stitch. These are still, okay. I can only manage the things I can control. Let me just try to be prepared for the rest. Okay. 1, 2. I don't know how to count. Okay. Yeah, so that's been fun. But we're here now, and we're going to stitch until I can't stitch no more. After that, I am going to cut somewhere between 30 and 40 more strips to roll hem. Because Phoenix sure did underestimate the number of ruffles that double circle skirt was going to require. So I see a couple of hours of narrow rolled hemming, and yeah, and I sew through, and we just stitch through our corner. When you're cutting, be careful. Don't do it angry. I think this is a practice, but it's not ideal to cut through your stitching. Do better. Do better. Okay, so I'm trying to just cut just next to it. Oh, and we were getting all excited because the first bit of before the show don't bed the first time, we were joking about how this camera angle and the people being upset that not wanting certain stuff on Rumble, but it's gonna happen, so you don't have to watch it. I just can't help it. Alright. We're going to satin stitch around. If you wanted to be super fancy, we could practice laying the cord down at the same time, but we're just gonna satin stitch around nice and even, and we're gonna catch. So there's a little bit of a 1 millimeter and a half little lip that didn't get kind of smushed on. You gently drag my beverage station over, so let me give you a different camera view for a second. Oh, I didn't mean to moan into the microphone like that. That was gross. Let's do some stitching because what if this placement of the camera, because I had troubles yesterday just connecting. It was like working and not working. Okay, sit up straight, Phoenix. Up your shoulders. Engage your core. Okay, why are we not? Oh, the tension. Okay. Look up. You were completely off with your tension. You don't. Everything. I'm trying to come apart at the seams this morning. Holy moly. How can we sew under these conditions? Oh, wait. We learn how to sew under all conditions. Just trying super close and careful. You don't have to rush. And actually, it's better to be slower with your feet and learn to be faster with your hands. Okay. Thanks everybody who came back for the gajillionth time. How fickle the tendrils of the infowebs be. Alright, I think we're stitching with spiderweb thread. Ooh, that would be fun. I don't have spider silk. Do you see I'm still connected to the internet? Whoop, whoop. I was going and I was like, I needed a second break, then came back to the computer, restarted like 5 gajillion times. Finally. Alright. So, what else? We made it. We're here. We're sewing. Wow, don't sound so angry, Phoenix. You're actually. You started off with so much promise and joy. How quickly we let frustrations tarnish what was. And is it worth getting that worked up? Or is it just. We're just going to roll with it and we're going to figure out how to make it work? Good. Alright. Not today, Satin Stitch. So, let me. Wow, this. Turning my head this direction is making me nauseous. Okay, you do not need to hear about that. Let me pull up the destruction manual. Okay, oh, that's where my brain wanted to sing in the. No, we don't want to. There's the window. That's the window. Share. Are we? Okay, there we're in presentation mode. Let's read from the manual. Let me pull it up where I can read. We haven't been. Let's see. How are we going to be shaped this morning? Are we? I don't remember where we stopped. No, I think I do know. We haven't read this section, so let's just read fillet netting or open mesh embroidery. Just scroll back up there. In the preceding lesson, it was stated that the open work therein described, although presented in a very simple form, practically comprised everything necessary for the execution of the most intricate work. The only additional thing to be considered is the cording. To make the cording properly, a great deal of practice is required, as well as a thorough understanding of this new embroidery method. It is not enough to know how to move the frame to a point near where the stitch should be placed. It is necessary that the needle should penetrate accurately the spot The needle should not pierce the cord, nor should it penetrate the cloth at any perceptible distance from the cord. Neither should the stitch be in any broader nor any narrower than the thickness of the thread or sections, and a reasonable amount of diligent practice will enable anyone to do this cording well. These are going to be super dainty things, as we can see in this picture here. Fasten the end of the cord to the cloth with 2 or 3 stitches. Take the cord left hand, twisting it evenly and guiding it as you cord. Place left hand over the work, resting the thumb on the embroidery palm. Oh, so that's this. Okay, so using her fingers as a tensioner. Okay, so this is like when we're knitting and crocheting. Okay. Oh. So we can see she's like this. All right, let me just pop back over here for a second. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. We can do this. All right, so what's next? Just shrinky dink this just, no, not that much, Phoenix. Into the thumb. Everything else now depends on the precision in which you move the embroidery hoop to make the stitches on each end of the cord, the size of the needle, and the number of the number of the thread should be in exact relation to the coarseness of tensions both alike. It should be understood that the edges of the cloth to be cut away should be outlined with stitching before. Okay, so we'll use this block that we've this stuff makes me joy filled and makes me think I'm crazy. How much I love it. In accordance with the description on the preceding page, figure 2, having made the 2 cross, and I can't, let's see here. Eventually we'll learn how to share our screen and read a book at the same time. Line of cord which go from corner to corner in a square. Bring the thread of the machine along any one of the web-like threads until you come to square B. I am so confused. We okay, so we know how to move our hold the cord. I'll sit up straight, Phoenix. Let the edges, the cloth be cut away should be out. Okay, we did that. Having made the two cross lines of cord which go from corner to corner in the square. Get back to the check. Oh my god. I did get lost in reading. Okay, let's stop sharing me. I lost connection. I'm back. I'm back for a fourth or whatever time. Okay. It's like, did I? I got lost in the reading. Okay, so so this makes sense to you, Allie. Good, because I'm like, what the heck did I just read? I don't know. I don't know how many times we've been lost, we've been back. I'm gonna have to delete the bullshit. I was like, I am doing this if it's if the show doesn't go on to sleep deprived. Oh my god. Okay. So if I'm understanding really thanks everybody else. This was I feel yeah, camera, monitor, sewing machine. What a So I think do we sew our squares with the thread and then we're gonna hold once we do the mesh. Oh, you know what? Do I have something that's I might have a mesh already empty and we can just try. Let's see here. What do I have in my pile? Okay. Wait, let me not get stuck. I have a mesh sewn, so let's try that one.